You've learned how to make awesome sales copy, make a great sales page, and an awesome sales video. Now it's time to let the whole world know, right? And launch that product to fanfare. Maybe. The answer is maybe. If you don't have a very big audience yet, you're getting some traffic to your website, but you haven't got a big email list, you don't have a YouTube channel with a lot of subscribers, this step might actually be one you want to skip. It can be a lot more beneficial to focus on evergreen marketing tactics, which is what we're going to go into a lot over the rest of this course. It can be a lot better to focus on those evergreen marketing tactics and not burn through your entire list right now. Let's continue to build rapport with those people that you do have kind of subscribed to you, following you. We will want to get the word out in front of them, but we can do it in better ways. So let's focus on those evergreen marketing tactics. If you do have a more sizable audience, and to be honest, we launched Income School to a YouTube channel of 12,000 subscribers and had a fantastic launch. So a large YouTube audience doesn't have to be massive. It can be relatively small, 10,000, 12,000 subscribers is perfectly reasonable. But if you're just starting out on YouTube, it's probably not time yet for a big launch, I should say. So if you are planning to do a big launch, as early as possible, once you have the idea down of what this is going to be, it's a good idea to kind of start warming up your audience to this. Through your email list, it could be a good opportunity to kind of show behind the scenes and let people know that something is coming soon. If you have a YouTube channel, it could be a good opportunity to just show little Easter eggs in your normal videos. Don't make a whole video about behind the scenes. A lot of times people aren't going to be interested in that. But just plug it in there. Make it clear that something is coming soon and get people warmed up to the idea. Then, about 5 days or so before you're ready to actually launch your product, I want you to send an email out to your email list that is heavily helpful and content focused. We're not pitching the product at this point. It might be great to mention that something's coming, especially if you plan to launch to a webinar or a YouTube Live. It could be great to have a little section in that email that just says, hey, upcoming live, you're not going to want to miss this, right? Or upcoming webinar, click here to register. But the focus of that email needs to be on helpfulness for your audience. The purpose of this email is to make sure that your email list is really warm and really happy with what you've sent them recently. If you send out a product launch email to a list that hasn't heard from you in a month or two, they're probably going to miss it in their inbox if they even pay attention to that at all. So you definitely want to warm them up, give them something really helpful that they're just not going to want to miss, that they're going to have to open shortly before launch day. Then on launch day, it's time for the media blitz. Any and all media that you have access to. Again, if you have a YouTube channel, there should be a YouTube video that day, and it should either be or should be followed up by a YouTube Live. When you talk about a new product that you have to offer, one of the best things that you can do is use that opportunity to teach a principle. Go in depth on something that you haven't talked about in depth before. Bring everything from your YouTube channel, kind of bring it all together, right? And then pitch the product. Tell them, hey, this is what I have. This is what I have to offer you right now. And then you use that opportunity on a YouTube Live to answer people's questions, address their concerns. There are a lot of people who would maybe buy, but they're unsure about how your support is going to work, or they're unsure about will you take monthly payments, or there's just little things like that that you can address in the YouTube Live. That YouTube Live can then just stay out there and work as an evergreen marketing tool for you on your YouTube channel, but it's also a great way to address those concerns now as well as for the people that will watch it in the future. If you have an email list, you absolutely should be sending out a launch email. This launch email should contain a handful of elements. It should start off very excited. People should know from the very beginning that you're extremely excited to give this to them. And you're not excited because they're just about to open their checkbook and give you a bunch of money. You're excited because you've been working hard on this awesome thing and it's finally ready. It's finally worthy of that audience, of them seeing it, and it's going to help them so much. Then it needs to go immediately into What are the problems that they have that your product is going to solve for them? Help them understand why they need this product. Then very quickly, you need to give them a way that they can go purchase the product. You need to let them know by clicking, you can go here now. You can go learn more about this product on my website, learn all about it, and send them over to the sales page. Then you should continue to follow that up. You need to lay out exactly what is in the product. What are they going to get? What is the experience they are going to have as soon as they click purchase? What's going to happen? What are they going to get? Why do they want this product? And then make sure that you use this email to continue to build rapport. And by that, what I mean is people don't really care. Well, you've heard the phrase, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care, right? People want to know that you've got their back. And so by saying things like, hey, you know what? Thank you guys for reading this email. I got to go run right now because I'm putting together a special live or a special webinar for the people that are going to purchase this bundle. That can be a great way to build rapport and give them a reason to make the purchase right now. The other thing that you should be doing here in this email is some of those little demand nudges, giving people a reason why they should step over the line. If they're on the fence, what do you need to do to kind of push them over? What are the reasons why they should go make the purchase right now? What's it going to do for them? Throughout the course of this email, they should feel strongly motivated to make the purchase, not because you're using a bunch of false tactics, a bunch of deceptive tactics to try to get them to do something they don't want, but rather, if this really is your target customer, they should read the email and they should come away understanding this product is for me, and if I purchase this product, it's going to help me with whatever this thing is that I want help with. That's the launch email. Now, it's time to also go about social media. Anywhere and everywhere that you have social media, it's time to go spread the word. We don't build up a whole lot of social media presence on some of the social media outlets simply because not all social media outlets work for every niche, and it can be a huge waste of time. But the social media outlets that you do have, any groups that you do participate in, now would be a great time to go and to just make a little announcement there. Send people over to your YouTube video, to the sales page, and get them to come check out your product. Now that launch day is kind of worked out, and there's a lot that's going to happen this day. If you have a normal job, you should probably take this day off so you can just focus on this product. But now it's time to look at sort of the launch period. Oftentimes we will have maybe a week where it's kind of that initial launch period, the product's kind of on sale. I say on sale because it was never more expensive, but it will be after. It's just kind of that launch period. There are some things that we can do during that time that can help to build up or to maintain that hype. All of these things that I'm going to talk about can work as an email, and they can work as a YouTube video if you have a YouTube channel, but they should go out on days following the initial launch. So after that launch email, maybe on the next day, potentially after 2 days, again, kind of depending how long you want this launch period to be, but pretty quickly in succession to just keep that hype going. Sending people a see inside email, or again, making a see inside video can be a great way to follow that up. It's the video that lets people see, here is the product. Once you make the purchase, these are the things that are inside. This is a video that also can then be put on your sales page to help people who are on the fence, again, know and be able to expect exactly what's coming after they make the purchase. The next day, it might be a good opportunity to follow this up with a social proof email. You might not have a lot of social proof yet, but if you do have some dedicated followers who were able to kind of maybe beta test your product, or you have some feedback from those first 2 days of sales, you can now send up a follow-up email or make a YouTube video, of course, that where you highlight some of that social proof. Here's what I'm already hearing back from people who made this purchase. That email can also do a lot to help those people that are currently on the fence. The last day of your launch period, you should send out an email that says, hey, today's the last day of my launch period. This can be done as a YouTube video, but if that's the case, I would probably take it down once that day is over and not keep it as an ongoing video. It's more like something that you just want to push out for that audience, and maybe it's even just a live. Hold up your phone or whatever and just record it. And it's just saying, today's the last day of my launch. After today, the price is going to go up, and or after today, this extra piece of the bundle will go away. But I'm just really excited and just thrilled by what I've seen so far and the people that have been helped. Here's what's happening today. And then 4 hours before the sale ends, you send out one last email that says, hey, this has been an awesome day. There are 4 hours left in this sale. And then this will be either, maybe the product goes away, maybe it just, I don't like that. I don't like it when the product goes away. I don't like those time-sensitive products. I want it to be an evergreen product. But maybe, again, there's a little bonus that goes away. Maybe you threw in a free consult during the launch period for the people that bought it during that time. Maybe that goes away. Again, maybe the price goes up. Whatever it is, you say, there's a 4-hour window now, make sure you don't miss it. It's amazing how many people haven't been following along, or they were following along, and that last little reminder was enough to just push them over the edge, and they make that purchase during the launch period. That is what launch week often looks like. Variations upon that. It's a great opportunity to take advantage of the audience that you do have. And if you do have a fairly sizable audience, you may, no matter what size your audience is, you could potentially burn through a good portion of that quickly. But what we've found is that as long as we're just genuine in the way that we make the sale, and then we do a good job of the evergreen marketing that we'll be talking about later in this course, that we never fully burn through our list, especially if we keep building up a new list of potential customers through our blog and through our YouTube channel.